yeah.
They were in the back. They weren't recessing in. They had them staying in the backstage. Somebody told them that.
Who was that?
Somebody told it's okay. I sent them
Okay.
back. Just give it 2
Oh,
minutes.
okay.
Give it 2
Okay.
minutes. They had the performers standing in the back.
They're still going to come right back up on stage.
But it's okay. But they wanted to walk.
Okay. So if they don't get in the exact right spot,
Yes.
you're
We'll
okay.
give it 2 minutes.
We're getting everybody still organized, so you got a couple of more minutes, seconds maybe. Everyone in the aisles right there, they are going to come down the aisles in just a few moments. I shouldn't mess this up. I've done it 17 times. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2023 Pedro Menendez High School graduation ceremony. This ceremony represents the culmination of years of hard work on the part of the graduates and their families. Please give this occasion the respect it deserves by remaining in your seat during the ceremony. We ask that you silence all electronic devices for the entire ceremony. Finally, at the conclusion of the ceremony, please don't leave your seats until the graduates have recessed from the amphitheater. At this time, I'm going to ask you to stand and welcome the Falcon class of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard as they present the colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. I am going to invite our speakers up and the national anthem people. Are we good? Okay. Tonight, Senior Brigadier Powell, U.S. Navy, will lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Falcon Band, under the direction of Mr. Kevin Fulford, will perform the national anthem, accompanied by Jalen Hardy.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just the mic.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, oh, and the home of the brave.
Marshals, if you would please seat the graduates. You may be seated. Hey, let's have another round of applause for Breasia and for Jalen coming up here. And also for our St. Johns County Sheriff's Department Honor Guard. Thank you so much for joining in. At this time, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our distinguished guest, and I'm going to start out with my bosses. Mr. Tim Forson is here. My wife is in the audience. And so are Miss Taylor and Miss Price are out there. So I think I've covered all my bosses. in not necessarily that order. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Forson. Chief of Community Relations, Christina Upchurch. Deputy Superintendent for Operations, Dr. Brennan Asplin. Associate Superintendent for Students, Dr. Kyle Dresbeck. Associate Superintendent for Accountability and Intervention Services, Mr. Wayne King. Senior Director for Innovation and Equity, Ms. Cynthia Williams. School Board Member, Ms. Jennifer Collins. School Board Chair, Ms. Kelly Barrera. School Board Member, Mr. Anthony Coleman. School Board Member, Mr. Patrick Canan. Also representing Pedro Menendez High School on stage, I believe they're on stage, they may be out in the audience because they do a lot of work. Assistant Principal, Ms. Renee Howard. She's going to tell me when I mess up tonight. Assistant Principal, Mr. Troy Caston. Assistant Principal, Mr. J.P. Swope. Career Academy Program Specialist, Ms. Christina Bransford. Athletic Director, Mr. Matt McCool, Coach Matt McCool. Dean of Students and Senior Class Sponsor, and another person is telling me what to do, Ms. Janetta Smith. Dean of Students, Mr. Kevin Leonard. Dean of Students, Ms. Danielle Waldrop. School Counselor, Ms. Laura Cool. School Counselor, Ms. Meredith Maziak. School Counselor, and she's the Department Chair, Ms. Stephanie Toffaletti. Our Registrar, Ms. Jenna Poirier. And retiring is somebody very special to me, Ms. Stephanie Modeling. And on the floor, and some of them may be up here too, like I say, they're working, our IB coordinator, Ms. Carol Lee Schultz. Our Teacher of the Year, Ms. Emily Reed. Rookie Teacher of the Year, Mr. Jeffrey Hendricks. And these are people that are really doing a lot of work putting this together. I want to have his voice. Mr. Danny Erb and Miss Erica Willis, they are senior class sponsors. Our AVID coordinator, Mr. Gary Hoog. Y'all go ahead and get it out of you. Testing coordinator, Miss Beth Pertil. And our junior class sponsors, which will be telling all of us what to do or giving directives, Sierra Alba and Colin Bees. And there's a person that's out there that tells me when I'm talking too long. That's Mr. Jody Ashton. He'll be mad at me that I'm calling him out. Jody Ashton, he's running around making sure everything's going right. So give him a round of applause. He's a hard worker. And then I also want to recognize a principal that is in the audience, Miss Ethel McNeil. She is here. I saw her coming in. She'll be mad at me too from Hastings. So thank you, Miss McNeil, for joining us tonight. At this time, I would like to represent some special guests in the audience. And I mean this with all sincerity because in a few moments you'll see some of our graduates rise. If you are a veteran or active duty military, if you would please stand. Yeah, they're the reason we can have this all-American experience. If you are a first responder or a member of law enforcement, if you would please stand. Thank y'all. And I don't know, they're there for us every day. And then also, as I walked around earlier, I want to make sure, I saw a bunch of these people here, and I want y'all to stand proud. We have some Falcon alumni. If you would please stand. Pedro Menendez High School Falcon alumni, stand up. Thank you, alumni, for joining us tonight and joining in on this celebration. I'm proud of you all. At this time, if you would please welcome Ms. Jennifer Collins, School Board Representative.
Thank you, Ms. Collins.
I've never been good at parallel parking, so had to take the long way around. So Pedro Menendez graduates, could you stand up, turn around, and look at the people who are here supporting you? Stand up, look, turn around, and look at them. You get to see their faces. Instead of just their caps. You're going to be looking at the back of their head for this evening. So I thought for a moment you could look at their faces as I'm going to give you a few bumper sticker phrases while you look at the people who are supporting you. Class of 2023, the future is yours. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. You can be anything you put your mind to. And if you dream it, you can achieve it. Thank you, class. Now turn around and sit down. Back in the late 1900s, that last one, if you can dream it, you can achieve it, was my graduation class theme. We turned our tassels and we tossed our caps in the air. But it wasn't until I saw that white hat that I realized I was done with high school. I was never having to do homework again. I didn't have to take any more tests. But with that last bit, I was wrong. Whether you go on to further formal education or not, you will be tested. This thing we call life is full of tests. The results of these tests are not a letter grade. They're a character grade. When you see injustice, and it's out there, you will be tested on your kindness and empathy. If you lose a game, and it's bound to happen, the test is in your sportsmanship. When you fail at something, and you will from time to time, your test will be whether you get up and try, even if it's at something else. And when an obstacle or challenge is put in front of you, you'll be tested in your ability to overcome and persevere. I want to tell you about speed skating Olympian Dan Jansen. In his first Olympics, he was still a teenager, just out of high school. And he was milliseconds away from winning the bronze medal. He got fourth. Expectations for him were high, and 4 years later, and several world champion races later, he was favored for the gold in the Calgary Olympics. His sister and training encourager Jane had been recently diagnosed with leukemia, and she was put in the hospital the week of the games. Hours before his race, he got word that she had passed away. He went on to race anyway because he knew that what she would want him to do. But at the first turn of the 500, he slipped and fell, and he was out of the race. In his second race, he fell again, and his Olympic dreams for that year were crushed, as well as his heart. Another 4 years later, at the Albertville Games, he was back on Olympic ice, once again, set to compete in the 500 meters. But with a slight slip, he lost his pace, and he's out of the medal contention, placing 4th. And he placed 26th in the 1,000 meter. He was a world champion in these events, but when it came to the Olympics, it seemed like he was jinxed. He became known as the Heartbreak Kid. He always felt that the 500 was his best race. But before the next Olympics, his coach told him his real race was the 1,000 meter. Jansen thought that that length was too long and he was too fatigued by the end of it. But the coach insisted. He made him make little cards that said, "My race is 1,000," and put it around his house, on the mirror, whatever. And as he skated during practices, the coach made him repeat over and over, "I love the 1,000, I love the 1,000." But he really didn't. His race was the 500. That's what he liked. So now it's the Lillehammer, Norway Olympics, and he's ready again in the 500-meter heat. Although he started off strong, a small stutter in his skates ended up with him earning 8th place. He had one race left of his Olympic career. He lined up in one of the final heats for the 1,000-meter event. He simply wanted to break the curse and end the Olympics with a positive race. It was the 1,000 after all. But as the race began, he started pushing himself. The old mantra came to his mind, "I love the 1,000, I love the 1,000." Instead of fatiguing, he was going strong, and the words became reality. "I love the 1,000, I love the 1,000." He pushed through the final line and looked up at the leaderboard. Not only did he have the fastest time of the day, he had set a new world record. His Olympic medal of any kind, after competing in 4 games, was the gold for that one race, his final race. As he stood on the stand, he looked up to the heavens and saluted his sister. He skated his victory lap and picked up his little daughter, 8-month-old Jane. The Heartbreak Kid went on to establish the Dan Jansen Foundation, dedicated to helping young people diagnosed with leukemia and awarding scholarships to high school seniors who exemplify, quote, "the Dan Jansen spirit toward life, education, and overcoming adversity." Jansen said, "I do not try to be better than anybody else. I only try to be better than myself." He passed the life test of overcoming and perseverance. Now, whatever obstacles have challenged you to get you here, you have overcome the obstacle of high school. And you're ready to come up here and take your victory lap. But life's tests are not over. You will have many more opportunities to overcome whatever lies ahead on your chosen path. It's true, graduates, the future is yours. When those tests and trials come, remember, you love the 1,000. Pedro Menendez, class of 2023. Congratulations, you did it.
Thank you, Ms. Collins. Outstanding. Before I call up the next group, including Mr. Forson, I have some character count students that were supposed to come on stage. If you would come on stage at this time. Thank you, everyone. At this time, please welcome Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Tim Forson.
Thank you, Dr. Carmichael, and I know many of you don't know, but Dr. Carmichael and I worked together many years ago as a leadership team, school leadership team at Mill Creek when it was an elementary school. And both of us probably are more high school oriented and high school folks, so you can imagine Dr. Carmichael and Tim Forson leading an elementary school. It was quite a challenge, but it was something that I think we grew a great deal from, and can never, ever, as Ms. Collins said and others have said, whatever experience you have is part of what makes you today, and always appreciate those years working together with him at that school. So congratulations, class of 2023. This is it. It's your time. It's all about you. You can be completely selfish today, okay? You have our permission to be selfish. This is your day. It's a special day, but the honest truth is as you know, it's not really just about you. You have an incredible support team. You've already turned and looked to them. You have them in the stands. You also have them that are at home or in other places not able to be here. And you know, that support team first begins with your family, and whether that's a parent, a guardian, a grandparent, whoever it is that's most important individual to you that helped you to take the next step, to raise you, to challenge you along the way. But that support team's not going anywhere, right? It's part of a support team that's going to stay with you. And for many of you, almost all of you, congratulations to the extended support team, because many of them are here as well. So you have that core team, and then you have an extended team. And some of that extended team are some of your peers, fellow graduates, right? You had times where you needed a friend. You needed someone, maybe someone who's sitting right behind you or in front of you this evening, that was an important friend. They're not going anywhere either. They're going to be there for you. In today's world, they're going to be on social media reaching out to you at any given time, right? You also have that extended support team that may be neighbors, live down the street from you, but they saw you growing up and they have attended to you throughout your lives so far. Some of you have coaches that are part of that extended support team, or you have teachers and mentors. Whether you're in the performing arts or you're in other areas of your passion, that support team is important, and they are not going anywhere. For some of you, it may be employers. It may be someone who hired you to your first job who still today is checking on you, working with you, and trying to provide the guidance that you may need. Lastly, I have to say congratulations to, in this setting, this is about walking across the stage and receiving that diploma for your education. Congratulations to the teachers that have been with you in the last 4 years and the teachers that had been with you in the years previous, because they're a team as well that is not going to go away from you and is there for you if you need them. And the other piece that you may not realize is just as you're celebrating and your parents are celebrating, so are they. When they can look across and see who it is that's going to walk across the stage tonight, I can tell you all of these teachers are very proud and very excited to be a part of this program and be with you. You're about to take a next step. And I just want you to reflect on and congratulate you on taking the path that you've taken now, because most all of you have taken a different path, different from one another. So it's important that you understand that you want to continue to do that. Whatever the direction is that you need to take, you take. It may not be the same as your neighbors, but it's yours. What you've done in the last 4 years, the most unique 4 years of high school, of any high school group that we could ever imagine, right? Your experience has been different than any other class from the time you entered in 9th grade to where you are today. But you're prepared because you did so with determination and grit, and you didn't let a pandemic or you didn't let anything else in your life deter you from being ready for today. Very quickly, I have a little formula for you to share with you so that you remember Pedro Menendez High School. And it's to help you when obstacles and challenges come forward to you. This is quick and easy. And before I give you the formula, I want to give you just one other thought. And that is, all of us, when we graduate from a school, you start to think about, well, what's the name of that school? What's in the name of your school? Pedro Menendez High School. And most everybody knows Pedro Menendez de Avalos was an explorer, a Spanish admiral. He's a conquistador. He did many things that changed the world in his effort. Here's something I bet you didn't know, where he started. He started as one of 20 children. He ran away from home to join the military and became a military leader. So it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish, and it's about the commitment to move forward. So here's your formula. It is very simple. P plus M plus H equals S, right? Pedro Menendez High School, P plus M plus H equals S. What's the P stand for? It stands for passion. Passion. You don't think that when we talk about people doing great things that they don't have passion? They absolutely do. But it doesn't have to be great events that other people see. Probably the most important thing that any of you will ever be as a parent. You can't be a half-hearted dad or a half-hearted mom. You got to be all in. So have that passion to do your very best. The M stands for mission, and it is all about having a task or a vision for what the future is and staying on it. Don't get distracted. Don't freeze. Don't let fear take over. Be on that mission and carry that forward. The H is for honor. Treat others with respect and treat yourself with honor and respect as well. And it even goes to the point of when we talk about honor, it is honor that we give to the effort and the work of others. And if we do that, you're going to equal in the end success. So it's passion plus mission plus honor equals success. So when something comes in front of you, just think about it again. P plus M plus H equals S, and life is good. You'll succeed if you allow yourself just to be yourself. You heard that already. You don't have to be anybody else. You just have to be you. If you're you and you're the best version of you can be, that's enough. Learn from your mistakes, be humble in your achievements, and be part of a community. I think when we began tonight listening to the applause, listening to the excitement of everyone in this arena, signifies a very valuable, important community. So when you leave here, make sure you're attached to a community, whether that's a family, a work community, a physical town or community, a church, an athletic team, whatever it happens to be. Be a part of something that is more than yourself. I'm going to close just with quick words from Ralph Waldo Emerson and the statement that what lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. And with that, use what is within you to navigate your life ahead. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Junior marshals, if you would please stand to graduates. Audience members, please stand as the Falcon Regiment Band performs the Pedro Menendez High School alma mater. The lyrics are printed on the back of the program. Please join us in our song as the band performs the alma mater. Congratulations, go Falcons. Junior marshals, you may seat the graduates. You may be seated, audience. And I actually did sing that. That's why everybody on the stage was laughing. At this time, we would like to hear from our honored graduates. Our first speaker tonight will be Hannah Davis, first in class. Then following Hannah will be Mason Hebert and Charles Anselmo, second in class, followed finally by Rosie Carmichael, senior class president.
Hannah, watch that podium. It's rolling a little bit, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
I'll tumble.
Okay, get yourself steady. Awesome.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations, class of 2023. I'm so honored to be here with you tonight, and I'm so proud of how far we have come. Tonight, we become Pedro alumni and begin the next chapter of our lives. However, no one in this room got to this point alone, so please remember to thank those who have helped us along the way. I would like to say thank you to my family for their love, support, and guidance, as well as all my teachers and counselors. Without them, I would not be where I am or the person that I am today. Over these last few weeks, I've been reflecting on what I wanted to talk about tonight, and I've been so anxious to make these few minutes perfect that I found it difficult to start. I'd open my laptop each time, hoping the words would just come to me. That's when I realized that every day, we hope for something. Whether it's hoping the weather is good so we can make it to the beach after school, hoping for a fire drill so there's less time in Spanish class, or hoping someone stops Dr. Carmichael from rambling on the morning announcements. As we move on from Pedro, my biggest hope for us is that we never lose the drive to keep learning. Learning is a lifelong process that does not just happen in the classroom. It's a constant pursuit of knowledge that leads us outside of our comfort zone. In my life, it has looked like playing the guitar, dancing, spontaneously joining the swim team, or rock climbing. I found joy in these experiences, but I've also found perseverance, determination, and created a strong work ethic. So, as we step into our futures, regardless of if it's college, a career, or wherever life's gonna take us, I hope that we recognize and remember the importance of learning. I encourage you to always try something new and keep your mind open to the scary and uncomfortable experiences because they're probably gonna surprise you. Don't forget where you came from, but don't waste your time looking back and dwelling on the past. Be kind, make the right choices, and do the right thing. And for the last time ever, go Falcons. Really quick, before I leave, I'm gonna take a picture. So everyone smile.
Don't ramble. Very nice. Another round of applause for Hannah Davis. And I would like to invite both Mason Abair and Charles Anselmo, second in class, tied. They are tied, and they're going to come up now.
You got it. You got the. Yes, we're all good. This is rolling around a bit, so just be careful. Shove it. Charlie, that podium's rolling a little bit. Got it.
Good evening, Falcons and families. In nature, competition is defined as a negative relationship shared between two rival species that compete for resources in their environment. Conversely, in life, and at Pedro Menendez, competition is nothing short of an absolute necessity. It drives the spirit of academic achievement, athletic events, and artistic productions. Much like the pieces of a puzzle, you find some people just at the right time. They inspire you, creating a much larger picture, just like Mason, my teachers, and my parents have done for me. Through competition, it allows us to find ourselves and become better, stronger people. To quote one of my favorite philosophers, Friedrich Nietzsche, the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. In your youth, when you drop Mentos into Coca-Cola in your parents' driveway, both reactants produce an explosion that served as a core childhood memory for all of us. Moving forward in life, it is up to us to allow these interactions to transform us into a whole greater than the sum of our parts, because collectively, we are far more powerful than we will ever be individually.
Now, like Charlie said, we found each other at just about the right time, and while that's true, we've had our fair share of competition as well. For starters, we're going to rival colleges, University of Florida and University of Georgia, go Dogs. We've also competed against each other many times over the past few years of playing volleyball. And most recently, since a gladiator-style fight for second in class couldn't get approved, we tried our hardest to just get better grades than the other for the sole purpose of, well, not having to do this speech together. But rather than bringing us down, this competition between us only motivated us to better ourselves and influenced us to improve upon our friendship, train harder as athletes, and as scholars. We both worked so hard trying to get a leg up on the other, getting better grades, that we still ended up having to do this speech together. So, you know, it's like the great Ted Lasso said, taking a challenge is a lot like riding a horse. If you're comfortable while doing it, you're probably doing it wrong. Now, I know as a whole we've all faced plenty of challenges in our past, and here's a news flash. We'll face plenty more of that in the future. So whether it be competing for a job offer or something as simple as trying to get a girl's phone number, my hope for this class is that competition doesn't ever become a restriction, but instead is used as motivation to succeed.
Rather than inhibiting us, competition has motivated us to become better friends, scholars, and athletes as a class. Every graduate here today has consistently worked hard enough to earn their diploma and deserves congratulations. To end with a quote from one of my favorite books, Flowers for Algernon, I am afraid, not of life or death or nothingness, but of wasting it as if I had never been. In this lifetime, we truly have no enemies. Our only enemy is time, so let's make the most of it.
At this time, I would like to introduce the 2023 class president, Rosie Carmichael.
Good evening, fellow Falcons. It is finally time to leave the nest. As we prepare to move forward into the next phase of our lives, I want to talk a little bit about grit. What is grit, you might ask? Grit is the reason we are here. It is not talent or luck, IQ or GPA. Grit is passion, perseverance, and commitment. It is stamina. It is the willingness to put in the work, not just at the surface level, but with a tireless effort and a dogged determination to achieve long-term goals. Angela Duckworth, American psychologist and New York Times bestselling author, describes grit as sticking with your future, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years. As a graduate here tonight, you have already demonstrated you possess some level of this so-called grit. I have seen this attribute countless times on the field, in the pool, on the stage, and in the classroom. I am forever grateful for the classmates to whom I have been fortunate enough to learn alongside and walk the halls with these past 4 years. Your dedication and diligence is something that has and continues to inspire me. It is not something to be taken for granted. Reflected throughout this class of 2023 is the ability to look adversity in the eyes and choose to step forward anyways. This is not a quality that can be taught, but a decision that is made. And from this point forward, I urge you, when faced with every challenge, every setback, every decision, every choice you make, let it be with grit. Let it be with passion, with perseverance, and with commitment.
All right, now in a few minutes, I'm going to have to follow these students, and that's going to be almost impossible. Another round of applause for Hannah, Mason, Charlie, and Weiwei. This is a long-standing tradition at Pedro Menendez High School, and I believe Miss Cynthia Williams started this, so I won't try not to mess it up. I got some pressure on me. She's here. And so she's here, so did Dean Smith. Both of them started it. So at this time, I would like the honorees for character counts and call attention to a tradition. As a school and as a district, we strive to model and practice the 6 pillars of character counts, as well as the importance of victory with honor. Tonight, I want to call attention to the outstanding character traits and acts of service we have witnessed from the class of 2023 over the last 4 years plus. Time and again, this class has demonstrated And again, these are the pillars of character counts plus the victory with honor recipients. I would like to introduce these students that represent all that's best about the students, the graduates that are sitting before you. Taylor Coleman, citizenship. Rosie Carmichael, responsibility. Elijah Davis, fairness. Elijah David. Cristobal Reyes, caring. Ivana Riddick, trustworthiness. Luke Gillen, respect. And Salem Miller, victory with honor. Tonight, it is my honor to share with you the outstanding acts of integrity and service I have observed in the class of 2023 over the last 4 years, and I'm going to say plus. As a class, you have donated thousands of hours of service to our school and community. As a senior class, you have more than $1 million in scholarship awards, and that's still growing. You have dedicated yourselves to feeding and clothing the less fortunate. You have donated hundreds of pints of life-saving blood. You've held multiple cultural fairs, celebrating our diversity and teaching us to love and respect our differences. You have dedicated countless weeknights and weekends to tutoring and supporting your fellow student athletes and artists. You have united in times of tragedy and celebrated in times of victory. You were a best buddy, and you were a Victory Day leader. It took all of you, and I really do mean that, all of you united as a team to accomplish so much. Tonight, again, we've asked these 7 outstanding seniors to represent you, the character count legacy of the class of 2023. Your personal commitment to hard work and serving others and being caring, trustworthy citizens is beyond stellar. I want to thank these character counts honorees and the entire class of 2023 for leaving us such a rich legacy of service and the reminder that true learning isn't just what we take in, it's also what we contribute. Go Falcons!
They can follow you out.
Nice job, Sarah. Very good.
And Miss Smith's going to get mad at me, but I'm going to go off script a little bit right here, but this is important. We have some students here, and I think we'll have time. I'm not going to embarrass you. She's back there. Don't get the defibrillator. We have some dual enrollment students in the audience or among the graduates that have received AA. So while we're waiting for them to get ready, if you would stand and let's give them a round of applause. An associate arts degree already, 2 in one night. Thank you. You can sit down. And we also have some graduates that are joining the military. They're either going into an academy somewhere or they are enlisting. I am so incredibly proud of both those parties, equally so. If those that are planning on entering into the military, if they would please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for making that commitment. We're doing okay? Dear Pedro Menendez class of 2023, when I first arrived at this school in the spring of 2007, I had no idea how much it would change my life. I never could have imagined the impact this community Go Falcons. The pre-K class, the end of 2023, the impact you would have had on me. There's Ms. Morrison. You have given me the privilege of raising my own children amongst yours, and you have infused in my very soul the spirit of what it means to be a Falcon. It has been an honor and a pleasure to serve as your principal, your friend for the past 17 years. I am forever grateful for this opportunity to be part of this community. I hope that you have felt part of that All-American High School experience. You know, there should be a bumper sticker. We see it all the time, Salt Life, that sort of thing. I do better when I go off script. There should be Falcon Life or All-American High School Life. Y'all have given me that. Thank you. As you move forward, now I mean this seriously, I'm still your principal for a couple more days. As you move forward, I encourage you to do so with pride. Be the change that you wish in the world. And always remember the rules that I tried to instill upon you. No drugs, no alcohol, no mean-spirited behavior. People like you till they don't, and then they don't like you till they do. If you think you're driving slow enough, especially in all this weather we've had, slow down some more. But then I always want you to move falcon fast. Hannah, I think that's my rambling right there. And finally, it's important, and finally, only you and your mama should know the color of your underwear. Thank y'all. Thank you for making that possible. Hey, and I think Hannah said, one of them said, the last Falcon, go Falcons. I'm going to say this, go Falcons forever. Thank you, everyone.
I am honored to recognize our 2023 retirees. Our first retiree is Miss Stephanie Modeling. Miss Modeling, will you please approach the podium? Ms. Modeling started her teaching career in 1976 for the Duval County School District. She took a position for an aerospace engineering company as the art director for marketing in Washington, D.C. from 1979 to 1993. She moved back to Florida and started teaching in St. Johns County in 1994. She started at PMHS in 2004, where she was teaching photography and drawing. Her favorite thing about the move to Pedro Menendez High School was the relationships she built with students and staff who had a passion for art and watching them mature into young adults. Ms. Modeling's favorite quote by Felicia Rashad: "Before a child talks, they sing. Before they draw, they write. As soon as they stand, they dance. Art is fundamental in human expression." During her time at Pedro Menendez High School, she started the National Art Honor Society. So, Ms. Modeling, warden of the 200 hallway, if you know, you know, you are officially clear to leave your post at Pedro Menendez High School. You will always be a valued member of our Falcon family. Retirement is now your canvas. Use this time to create your masterpiece. This is not a goodbye, it is a see you later on the other side of the 200 hallway. Let's show Miss Stephanie Modeling some love. Congratulations. And last, but certainly not least, to Bridget, Rosie, and Bridie. Thank you for sharing your husband and father with us. We will miss seeing you around campus, but we know that you will not be strangers because once a Falcon, always a Falcon. To Dr. Carmichael, if you would approach the podium. To Dr. Carmichael, our oatmeal and ice cream serving, Chinese alphabet singing, Soul Train line dancing, collard green and hot dog fixing, necktie matching shoelaces, sailing through the parking lot in your DIY boat, white jeans on Friday wearing, not a man burdened by guilt saying, bath towel over his steering wheel driving, people like you until they don't reminding, don't hold a grudge saying, minimum of 10,000 steps a day walking, volunteering Miss Bridget's cooking and decorating skills often, no drugs, no alcohol, no mean-spirited behavior saying, go Falcons yelling, all-American high school experience creating, faithful, friendly, fearless leader. On behalf of the faculty, staff, students, and PMHS community, I stand here today to express our most deepest gratitude for your servant leadership and commitment to Pedro Menendez High School and beyond. Dr. Carmichael, it has been an honor for us to serve beside you during your tenure at Pedro Menendez High School. Your career reflects integrity, dignity, and class. We can't remember a time when you did not do things Falcon fast, the Menendez way, or represent what it means to exemplify Positively Pedro. Positively Pedro is something that you taught us to embrace in all situations. Through the changes of the pandemic and beyond, today I stand here to say thank you with the Falcon staff, students, and community. Please stand and let's show our gratitude and appreciation for Dr. Clay Carmichael with a warm round of applause. Dr. Carmichael, this may be your last graduation as principal of Pedro Menendez High School. But just know the impression that you have left on our hearts will last a lifetime. We are sad to see you go, but we are excited that what you will do in the next chapter of your life. This is not a goodbye, sir. This is a see you later. There is no doubt in our minds that you will continue to be a part of this community. To Superintendent Forson and his cabinet, on behalf of the Pedro Menendez High School faculty, staff, students, and community, we certify that Dr. Clay Carmichael fulfill all requirements for retirement toward being a transformational leader through his hard work and service to the community. At this time, we would like to present Dr. Carmichael with a retirement diploma. Dr. Carmichael, please step forward. You are now clear to retire after you complete a few checklists, but congratulations, and as always, go Falcons.
So I'm also going to worry Ms. Smith because I'm going off script as well. And they have a plan and they want to stick to the plan. So we're going to adjust the plan just a little bit. The next step in this program is really a very important symbolic part of any graduation, and it's the presentation of the class, the presentation of this class of 2023 of Pedro Menendez High School. And I just want everyone else, it is about you, class, and it's also, I want to share something about your principal. If you can go back and think, he has been the principal for 17 years. So when you were learning to walk, he was waiting on you. When you went into elementary school, he was waiting on you. When you went into middle school, he was here waiting on you. And tonight, he is here for you to present to you the class of 2023. And moms, dads, aunts, and uncles, and grandparents, you know too, this man has been here for your children and the children of others throughout his experience of 17 years at Pedro Menendez High School. And I'm so proud to call him a friend. And I just congratulate you, Dr. Carmichael, for your work.
Okay, it is your night, and I'm so glad to be here, and I can be part of your night in such a way. So this is getting to the important part. It is. So I'm going to have to ask Mr. Forson to join me back at the podium as I present the class of 2000, the Falcon class of 2023. Mr. Forson, I certify that all members of this graduating class have completed the official requirements for graduation under the regulations of the Florida Department of Education and the policies set forth by the School Board of St. Johns County.
Ms. Collins, as superintendent of the St. Johns County School District and on behalf of the faculty and administration of Pedro Menendez High School, I certify to you that all members of this graduating class are eligible to receive diplomas in recognition of their graduation.
On behalf of the School Board of St. Johns County, and by the authority of that school board, I hereby confer these diplomas from Pedro Menendez High School on each of you, and congratulate you most heartily on this notable achievement.
We will now have the presentation of diplomas. Audience, we ask that you hold your applause until the last graduate's name is called, and be real, don't use the air horns and so forth because it will darken out someone's name. We have two young ladies tonight with the class of 2023, so we're asking that we give Raina and Navia their diplomas first at the beginning of the ceremony. Ronnie Barber, how can I forget that? Ronnie Barber, please come to the stage and receive your diploma. Nevaeh Owen, please come to the stage to receive your diploma. At this time, junior marshals, please prepare the remaining graduates. Seniors, remember to bring your name tags and bring them up on stage. At this time, will the first 2 rows at each side please rise and follow the directions of your line leaders and the junior marshals.
Sure.
Mason Carter Abear, summa cum laude.
Morgan Jade Blakely, cum laude.
Gracie Marie Adams, cum laude.
Andy Morgan Barber, magna cum laude.
Adarian Caleb Albury, cum laude.
Chloe Cherie Bearswilt, summa cum laude.
Jalen Grace Alcorn.
Chandler Allen Barker.
Oh, God.
Isabella Grace Allen, magna cum laude.
Trevor Thomas Barrett.
Lily Parker Allen, cum laude.
Emma Brooke Bates, magna cum laude.
Joseph Chase Anderson, cum laude.
Genevieve Jeanette Beck.
Richeria Jemiah Paradise Anderson.
Do I shake all their hands?
Joliana Helen Benitez.
Charles Ronald Anselmo, summa cum laude.
Alvaro Berenguer Mortar, magna cum laude.
Grayson Kathleen Anstead.
Ashton Allen Best.
Shelby Paige Baker.
Alexander Emmanuel Beamer.
James Baker Bamber.
Listen, don't ask me any questions right now, Mr. So I just shake all their hands, right?
Kaylin Ann Blackford, magna cum laude.
Jack Tesori Bamford, cum laude.
Madison Abigail Bliss.
Carson William Banks, magna cum laude.
Michael Anthony Baccio Jr., cum laude.
Jeremiah Eli Banks, cum laude.
Dalton Wayne Childress.
Joshua Antoine Bunyan, cum laude.
Isaac Nathaniel Clapper, cum laude.
Rihanna Shay Boker.
Sarah Elizabeth Clayton.
Emma Lynn Brackett, cum laude.
Taylor Alicia Coleman.
Kylie Grace Brown.
Ajari Marie Colon.
Noah Dale Brown.
Penelope Jane Concha, magna cum laude.
Kayla Michelle Burton.
Nicholas Millard Connell.
Derek Michael Campbell.
Caden Marie Connor.
John David Capo.
Macy Jane Cook, summa cum laude.
Micah, summa cum laude.
Natalie Cordero.
Ethan Edward Carr.
Kylan Tashawn Crawford. I said Lee, right? That's double E.
Trenton Clell Carter.
Walker Lee Cribbs.
Trinity Nicole Carter.
Corey Eugene Crowley. I know this one.
Elizabeth Lynette Carver.
Emma Wallace Curtin, summa cum laude.
Ren Brianna Cataldo.
Nina Gabrielle Dalby.
Kimberly Ida Cernice, summa cum laude.
Noah Matthew Dougherty, magna cum laude.
Elijah Jaden David, cum laude.
Good for you, congratulations. Samantha Jean Estremera.
Gabriel Allen Davidson, magna cum laude.
Rebecca Jane Faustini, summa cum laude.
Hannah Claire Davis, summa cum laude.
Elise Matos Flowers, cum laude.
Isaac Thomas Davis, cum laude.
Mackenzie Christian Ford, cum laude.
Tyler Delavarfe, magna cum laude.
Peyton James Fowler.
Ian Daniel Deacle.
Clifton James Frazier Jr.
Devlin Chase Dentman.
Marvin Jack Friedson.
Mahaley Lissa Dotson, magna cum laude.
Amelia Emma Marie Fuentes, cum laude.
Julia Caruso Douglas.
Antonio Rafael Fuentes.
Andrew Gray Dowell.
George Damian Garner.
Nikita Dravinsky, magna cum laude.
Shane Bryce Giles.
Micah Ashton Droz.
Luke Paul Gillen, cum laude.
Brady Alexander Dugan, cum laude.
Xavier Kai Glines.
Daria Suzanne Durham, magna cum laude.
Lainey Rose Good, summa cum laude.
Nathan Alexander Earl.
Dalton John Greggs, cum laude.
Damian Gail Abelpour.
Isabel Ann Grandin, magna cum laude.
Abigail Tess Eisen, cum laude.
Shantae Maisha Tatiana Graham, cum laude.
Shaylee Elizabeth Estes.
Macy Bella Hayes, cum laude, summa cum laude.
Charles Connor Hadley.
You got enough names already, Doc. Henry Edward James Heinlein, magna cum laude.
Clayton J. Haffey, cum laude.
Aiden Reed Henderson.
Alexa Lauren Hagan.
Jocelyn Hernandez Carona.
Mackenzie Brooke Hagan.
Vera Melvin O'Neill Hernandez.
Kayla Jade Hagedorn, summa cum laude.
Charles Anthony Hersey.
Olivia Jasmine Hagedorn, summa cum laude.
Amanda Lauren Hertz, magna cum laude.
Allison Grace Hall, magna cum laude.
Alexa Shannon Hewitt.
Camille Annabeth Hamlin, cum laude.
Sarah Joy Hollister.
Jack Reed Hancock.
Jared Storm Howard.
Jalen Montel Hardy.
I'm doing good, Ryan. Congratulations.
Chloe Lynn Hoy.
Ryan Michael Harris.
Angelina Marie Hubbard.
Austin Jacob Hartman, cum laude.
Robert Ryan Hubbard.
Destiny Marie Hartung.
Diamani Deshawn Hubert.
Mark Lawrence Harvey.
Emma Lee June Hughes. Brooke Nicole Kersey De Paula, magna cum laude.
Kaylee Sophia Hayes, cum laude.
Logan Patrick Kessner.
Kaylin Margaret Jackson, cum laude.
Yeah, buddy, I'm happy. Yeah, buddy. It's nice to when you started. Caleb Thomas Kidder.
Gianna Hope Jansen.
Cheyenne Marie Kimmy.
Jeremy Allen Gerard.
Christian David Keller, magna cum laude.
Jonathan Allen Jenkins.
Rose Marie Kestel.
Matthew Brindley Johns. Congratulations.
Alexandria Paige Larson.
Lillian Grace Johnson, magna cum laude.
You're great. Isabella Marie La Russa, magna cum laude.
Luke Edward Johnson, cum laude.
Noah Miles Lawless.
Ellie Marie Johnston, cum laude.
Kyla Khalees Lawrence.
Zara Jaden Johnston.
Nathan Dale Lease.
Alejandria Arlacia Alize Jones.
Ashton Christopher Lee.
Cameron Ansley Jones, magna cum laude.
You're doing amazing. Here goes the easy part. You ready? Caitlin Ann Lee.
Ryan Joseph Jones, magna cum laude.
Olivia Annalise LaForce.
Sydney Danye Jones, cum laude.
Callie Anastasia Lennon, summa cum laude.
Tomas Gerard Jones, cum laude.
Nathaniel James Leonard, summa cum laude.
Chloe Ivana Juratovac. You ready?
Aiden Sean Lewis, magna cum laude.
Damian Xavier Key.
Kylie Ann Lewis.
Arissa Faye Kyle.
Allison Catherine Martin.
Jason Lee, magna cum laude.
Joadis Martinez, cum laude.
Christina Naomi Longmore, cum laude.
Dominic Elliott Matthews.
Cullen John Longo, cum laude.
Emmanuel Johann Matsky.
Gavin Matthew Lotsko.
Ryan Thomas McAnallen, magna cum laude.
Daniel Pozdiev Lorenko.
Riley Ann McFarland.
William Paul Love, cum laude.
Lindsay May McNamara.
Gianna Sophia Lucano, magna cum laude.
Grayson Alexander McQuaig.
Gina Isabella Lucano, magna cum laude.
Jaden Suann McRoberts.
Paris Isabella Kathleen Lugo, cum laude.
Mia Rose Medeiros.
Melanie Rose Lynn.
This is the easy part. Jalen John Shea Melton.
Zoe Reese Malota, magna cum laude.
Shane Allen Mimi.
William Carmelo Manate Berry, magna cum laude.
Madison Grace Merkling, magna cum laude.
Aria Vivek Manacle, summa cum laude.
Ethan Lance Messer, magna cum laude.
Allison Rose Manning, cum laude.
Jesse Quinn Miller.
Dalton Matthew Manusi.
Sayla Ruth Miller, summa cum laude.
Emma Josephine Marhanka, summa cum laude.
Braden Charles Milligan.
Kaylee Elizabeth Marks, cum laude. McKenna,
Paige Isabella Mills, summa cum laude.
McKenna Grace Mitchell, cum laude.
Isla Grace Paolini.
Naya Rain Mitchell.
Myla Devon Parker, cum laude.
Asher William Morgan.
Jada Amari Peoples.
Dane Oliver Morgan, cum laude.
Madison Claire Pillin.
Savannah Ann Morgan.
Darian Lynn Platt.
Canyon Christopher Morris.
You're gonna do amazing. Ready? Here we go. Holly Ray Platt.
Olivia Grace Morris.
I have been waiting for this. Watch. Melvin Rolando Polanco.
Abrielle Rose Moxon, magna cum laude.
Lanaya Janae Pope, cum laude.
Valerie Love Nazario.
I got you. You ready? Briaja Amari Powell.
Daniel Charles Negrich III.
Henry Aaron Pertil, magna cum laude.
Caden Abraham Nelson, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Joseph Racano.
Andrew Robert Nolan.
Ryan Patrick Rainey, cum laude.
Kareem Nahed Okasha, cum laude.
Jacob Alvin Rome, magna cum laude.
Cecilia Teresa Suzanne Oldenburg, magna cum laude.
John Lawrence Revels Jr.
Owen John Onstock, cum laude.
Holly Jordan Rewitzer, summa cum laude.
Jake Thomas Orr, cum laude. Tiara.
Cristobal Pascual Reyes.
Tiara Kavana Owens, cum laude.
Wyatt Tanner Richardson.
Brandon Lee Ricks.
William Benedict Russell IV.
Sabrina Rana Ricks, cum laude.
Malcolm Malik St. Hill.
Ivana Riddick, cum laude.
Valeria Sanchez Rojas, cum laude.
Alyssa Nicole Robinson, cum laude.
Matthew Frank Santana, magna cum laude.
Mason Thomas Roach.
Gregory Hector Sardinas.
Angel Lewis Rodriguez.
Our own Mr. Menendez Carson Edward Schmidt, cum laude.
Marissa Grace Rodriguez.
Lane Allen Schneider.
Jackson Willis Rogers, cum laude.
Sydney Jimena Sepulveda, cum laude.
Javier Radames Rosado.
Wyatt Calman Sexton.
Noah Maxwell Rose.
Clem Thomas Shadwick.
River Marsh Ross.
Dylan Thomas Shank.
Alexis Madison Rossetti.
Annalise Olivia Simpson.
Ashley May Rott, magna cum laude.
Aiden James Smith.
Asia Nicole Rossell, cum laude.
Sydney Wesleyan Smith, summa cum laude.
Simon Daniel Rowland, magna cum laude.
Troy Michael Smith.
Brady John Roy, cum laude.
Tucker Lee Smith.
Julia Kennedy Roy.
Max Allen Town.
Sarah Marie Solana. Michaela Brooke Solano.
Kenaya Nyasia Tucker, cum laude.
Michaela Brooke Solano, magna cum laude.
Achilles Eliseo Philip Vela.
Isabella Soto Cano, cum laude. Louisa George Saint.
Gabriel Sebastian Vila.
Louisa George St. Vincent, magna cum laude.
Melitza Marie Villalobos, summa cum laude.
Dylan Scott Stebbins. Congratulations.
Andrew David Wakeman.
Megan Elizabeth Storms, magna cum laude.
Alexa Marie Walcott.
Evan John Stroud.
Bruce Angel Walker.
Seth David Stroud.
Spencer Keith Wallet, magna cum laude.
You're going to have to read all this. I forgot my name.
Mackenzie Ray Suggs.
Tyler Wardrow.
Tyler Ward Waters.
Danielle Reagan Talbert, cum laude.
Nathaniel Patrick Watts.
Gavin Robert Taylor.
Annalisa Wetjen, cum laude.
Drew Robert Fee.
Micah Ahmad Williams.
Kira Jasmine Feed, cum laude.
Ruby Leanne Williams.
Bays William Thurman.
Ethan Gregory Willis.
Madison Elise Tiller, cum laude.
Brooklyn Amaya Wilson.
Angelina Gabrielle Tinsley, cum laude.
Davis James Wimpleberg, summa cum laude. Desiree Marie Wolford.
Haley Lee Tirado.
Cody Philip Wright. Brielle Jane Worth. Samantha Adair Young, cum laude. Kara Rose Zuaro, magna cum laude.
It won't hurt you.
Junior Marshals, will you please stand, the class of 2023? The school board and superintendent of St. Johns County have given the responsibility for your high school education to the faculty, staff, and administration of Pedro Menendez High School. We, the faculty, staff, and administration, have fulfilled that responsibility. The class of 2023, having satisfactorily completed all the requirements of law and standards for high school graduation as prescribed by the St. Johns County, the Florida State Board of Education and the St. Johns County School Board, is hereby awarded their diplomas. Graduates, Move your tassels from right to left. Audience members, give them a second to find their hats. That's only in America. Audience members, we ask that you remain in your seats until the class of 2023 has recessed from the amphitheater. Junior marshals, following the line leader's directives, please recess the graduates.
I just need you to get real loose. Get comfortable. Grab your loved ones, or grab your love partner. And if you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after me. Gonna do the two-step and cowboy